It is possible to implement economic development strategies that benefit existing residents. Is it possible? I would say it is. And allow them to remain connected to place. Our roundtable will review case studies and research on economic development in low-income communities and discuss strategies to maintain and strengthen community well-being, including improving health outcomes, providing equal opportunity, and improving neighborhood safety. At this point, it is my distinct honor and privilege to turn it over to this afternoon's moderator, Janell Ross of the Washington Post. Currently, she is writing a book about the cultural myths that surround the racial wealth gap and the policies that created it and feed it, which were laid bare by the Great Recession. Janell is a national political reporter who writes primarily for the fast-paced political analysis blog, The Fix. She has also covered a range of social issues, including race, politics, and poverty for the National Journal, The Atlantic, The New Republic, and several other national outlets. Join me in welcoming Janell Ross.
Hello, everyone. I am pleased to be here with you today. I think that as I was thinking about this panel over the weekend, I thought to myself, discussions about the strange and complex and mysterious phenomenon known as gentrification or redevelopment, depending on your perspective, is something that it seems almost everyone has an opinion about. It's the sort of thing that almost everyone has had some sort of dinner table discussion about. And it's pretty popular, at least in certain social and political circles, to sort of complain nebulously about what happens. But I think the truth is that most people who've spent any time thinking both about the real economic needs of communities and the people who live in them are aware that redevelopment brings both with it some challenges and some opportunities, and that there are situations where redevelopment can be done in a way that is truly beneficial to larger parts of the community, and most often it is not. And so I'm really pleased to join this panel of people that I think have some really interesting ideas and expertise that might be useful to us all, certainly to me in thinking about my own work, but I hope for you all as well. So I'll just introduce the panelists. First we have Hector Cordero-Guzman. Mr. Cordero-Guzman is a professor at the School of Public Affairs at Baruch College in the City University of New York. He's a professor of sociology and in urban education at the CUNY Graduate School and University Center. Previously, he was a program officer in the economic development and the quality employment units of the Asset Building and Community Development Program at the Ford Foundation. He's published academic research and taught graduate courses on issues related to education, labor markets and employment, nonprofit organizations, microfinance, international migration, poverty and inequality, economic and community development, race and ethnic relations, and social policy. Cordero-Guzman has also served on the board of directors of several nonprofit organizations, including ACCION, I believe it's Action New York, one of the largest microlending organizations in the United States, and the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone, a federally chartered multi-million-dollar economic development initiative. Welcome. We also have Christie Pencil. Ms. Finsel is a consultant and researcher focused on asset building in American Indian, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian communities. For example, in 2010, Finsel prepared content for the Assets for Independence Native Initiative Project Design and Application Development Workshops, a joint effort of the Administration for Native Americans and the U.S. Office of Community Services. As the AFI regional consultant for Region 7, she worked with the Administration for Children and Family Programs on asset building opportunities in Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and Iowa, and Native-specific outreach. Currently, she's working with First Nations Development Institute and Chief Dull Knife Tribal College on a children's savings account, and directing the Oklahoma Native Assets Coalition, which works with 39 tribes in Oklahoma. In 2014, Finsel was named a National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development 40 Under 40 award recipient. She's an enrolled tribal member of the Osage Nation of Oklahoma. Welcome. We also have with us Gilbert Barry. Gilbert Barry is president and CEO of Gil Barry & Associates, and he is known for his groundbreaking work advancing fairness and access for minority business enterprise, disadvantaged business enterprise organizations through participatory practice. A dedicated member and successful certified minority-owned business and HUD Section 3 business contractor, Barry is one of the founders of the Black Contractors Association of Pittsburgh, and he served as the organization's vice president. He later served as president of the National Association of Minority Contractors in Western Pennsylvania. In 1991, at the request of the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh, Barry provided the city's minority contracting business development, he led the city's minority contracting business development program. In 2003, he served as the director of the Northeastern U.S. National Association of Minority Contractors. Barry works tirelessly to improve Pittsburgh and says his greatest honor is working with residents in low-income housing neighborhoods to create their own businesses and transform their lives. Welcome.
Behind him.
We also have Patricia Smith. Ms. Smith is a senior policy advisor at Reinvestment Fund, a national leader in rebuilding distressed towns and cities through the innovative use of capital and information. In this role, she leads the Healthy Food Financing Initiative and works on food access. Previously, Smith directed the City of Philadelphia's Neighborhood Transformation Initiative, a $295 million redevelopment bond program aimed at addressing urban blight and stimulating new investment. She's also held leadership positions at the National Congress for Community Economic Development, Philadelphia Foundation, Philadelphia Redevelopment Authority, City Council of Philadelphia, and Community Legal Services. Additionally, Smith co-wrote a chapter of Growing Greener Cities, Urban Sustainability in the 21st Century with J. Blaine Bonham Jr. and appeared in the PBS documentary series Eden's Lost and Found, How Ordinary Citizens Are Restoring Our Great American Cities. She's a 2002 Fannie Mae Foundation Fellow. Welcome. And I apologize, I'm hearing my voice. I'm recovering from a cold, so forgive me, but I hear my own voice and it's troubling.